Hi guys, back again with another video. Now this video is going to be unboxing, what to expect, initial review and a comparison video for the MI Beard Trimmer 1C. Now this is the second version, but not a higher version than the previous one. The previous one, the MI Beard Trimmer, is actually a full trimmer. It's got a lot of features, but this one they've actually made some changes. So some people might like it, some people may not like it. So we'll be talking about that. So we'll be talking about who is this trimmer for, who should buy this one over the other one, or who should buy the other one instead of this. So we'll be talking about all of that. So a lot of things that we'll be doing. Now this is a initial review, so I will be just showing you everything here and we'll be talking about it. The next videos, continuing videos, I will actually disassemble this, open this up, compare it with the other one, so you can actually see physically inside what's the difference, or what have they actually changed. Is it actually all same and they've changed the body, or what they have actually done? We'll be looking at all of that later on. So let's start this video. Let's go ahead, take it to the studio, take a close up, and then look at everything that you actually get in this box. So let's go. Okay, so let's take a closer look at the device. Let's see the box first. So it's the same kind of box like the previous one, orange, white and black used in this. So it has 20 length settings, 60 minutes runtime, self-sharpening blades. It's for 1199 MRP, but I actually bought it for 999 rupees from the MI store itself. So it's actually pretty cheap. Under 1000 rupees you're getting a trimmer, and with a lot of features. So we'll be talking about that in the video itself. Let's open this up. So what do we get in the box? You get the user manual, you get a micro USB charging cable, you get a pouch to carry the trimmer in, you get one comb for the trimmer, and you get one cleaning comb to actually clean the trimmer from inside. So that's what you get in the box. Okay, so the manual will be similar, I guess. Okay, so the manual actually shows you how to actually charge it, the things that you get, the comb, the blade, how to remove it, and how to clean everything, the power button, the locking option, travel lock option, and the different kind of beard styles that you can actually do with this. Okay, keep this aside. Okay, so let's take a closer look at the trimmer now. So you have 3 LED lights which actually indicates how much of battery is remaining in this. You have the power button to switch on, switch off the trimmer. This is also used for travel locking, so you can actually lock this. Let me just show you that. If I keep it pressed for 2 seconds, this will actually lock. Now that blinking LED showed that it's locked. Now no matter how many times I press it, this will not start. Now I have to unlock it, keep this pressed, and done. Now it's on. So that's the feature the previous one also had. You have a dial which is different now. This one has rubberized, this actually has rubber on the corners and metal in the middle. So the previous one had just the metal. Actually, I'll bring the previous one here. So let's look at both of them together. So the LED is more visible in the new one. The previous one was much more subtle. Let me just show you that. Hope you can see the difference. And the size has changed. The previous one is much thicker and little longer than this one. That's also because of the comb. The comb is also big, so that's something different. The dial is completely made of metal in the previous one. The new one, the dial is actually smaller, little smaller, and it's got rubber on the corner. So that's different. Now this is something which I really liked. Now they have a charging port, so you can actually connect a micro USB cable and charge the trimmer. The previous one had a proprietary cable which if you lose, you will not be able to charge it. Now let's look at the comb itself. Now the comb has been changed. Now if you see, the previous one had a big comb. This was mainly used for your long beard and haircut and stuff. You can actually do better with this. This one has a smaller comb and you get only one comb, so you cannot actually interchange them. I cannot put this one here and take this one and put there. That cannot be done because the comb design has been completely changed. So that's something that I know people will be wondering, so I am answering that now itself. So it's actually pretty smooth. Now, one thing they've actually fixed in the new one, actually there are a few things. One is the port. So instead of this, they've actually put a micro USB port. Second is this, the comb actually had this problem that it used to collect hair over here. Now you see it's actually straight, so it does not collect hair. Let me show you. This was the previous problem. So the comb was actually touching the body, so hair used to get collected over here and then you cannot trim anymore. So you had to remove the comb every time and then throw the hair and then put it back and then use it. That problem is not there with the new one anymore because of the comb design. Secondly, if you look at both of them, this one now has less distance here, so it will do a closer cut. This one has more distance, so you could not do closer cut. So with this, I was not able to do I could not actually cut my mush and stuff, and I could not do like underarms and stuff because this was like this and curves were not a good thing for this one. With this, you can actually do a lot of your body hair removal with your beard removal too, so that's something good. Now let's look at the blade itself. Okay, so one thing which I did not like, they changed the blade. So now the blade is plastic, not metal. Let me just show you that too. So the previous one was completely made of stainless steel. The new one actually has plastic outside and then you have two metal pieces like that. So this is the new one. So you have one metal piece on the plastic. So they've actually put it on the plastic there like that. So that's something which I did not like. The older one was completely made of steel. You see, this is completely made of stainless steel. The plastic was just the part over here which connects to the motor. So that's something that you have to remember. This will be more durable, the older one. The new one won't be as durable as the previous one. Now, one more good thing is they've actually changed the design. It's much more easier to clean this. This one is difficult to clean. I think you may be able to see a few of the hair over here. So which actually goes in and gets stuck. Okay, now you may be able to see it. So the hair actually gets stuck between this plastic and metal piece. So it's difficult. So a lot of people ended up opening this and then they were not able to put the blade back properly. So that has been fixed in the new one. So this one cannot be opened at all. So there are no screws. If you look at the new one, there are no screws. So if the blade goes bad, it goes bad. That's it. So and the other thing that they fixed, now it actually has a single groove where this thing goes in. You do not have that back portion where the comb used to get stuck before. Let me just show you what was the problem before. With the older one, you could put it here and then do it like that and it still works. But this is actually the wrong groove. You had to actually put it in between and then close it over here. So that's the place you were supposed to put. So that was a problem that a lot of people were facing. With the new one, you will not have that problem because you don't have two grooves. You just have one over here. So this goes in directly over there and then you snap it in. So that's something that they've taken care of. So these are all problems that I was discussing in my MI trimmer video, the original one. So that all that problem has been taken care of. Now, what's been what I did not like or what has been changed which I don't like is that this is not waterproof anymore. The new one actually has a symbol saying do not put it under the tap. The older one actually has a tap and IPX7 rating on it. So that has been removed. So that's something which I did not like. So for 400 rupees, I'm losing waterproofness, I'm losing a complete stainless steel blade, and I'm losing the battery backup. So this actually, okay, let's talk about the configuration first. Okay, so let's compare both of them. Let's talk about the configuration. Now, the new one has a 600 mAh battery. The older one, actually, I don't even know how much is the battery capacity on this because it's not there on the website. But I'll be doing a disassembly again and then check the battery. But I think it should be more than 600 because the runtime on the older one is 90 minutes. The new one is just 60 minutes. So that's something different, but strangely both of them will charge in 2 hours. So IP waterproofness has been removed from the new one, so you cannot wash it under the tap. The older one you can actually wash it, you can stand under a shower and do whatever you want. So this one was better in that case. Length setting, now you have just one comb here. Now with the older one you actually had two. This is the bigger one. So you had two combs. With the new one you just have one comb, which is for more closer cuts. So if you have long beard, this will be a better option. This one will be for shorter beards. Now the thing that which I liked, the cable has been changed. Now you have a micro USB port instead of a proprietary charging port like this. So those are the changes, main changes that have been made. Everything else is the same. The button functions, the rotating dial and everything else are similar. So that's all for the initial comparison. Now let's go ahead and talk about who should be buying this one and who should be buying this one. Okay, so what's the verdict? Who is this actually for? Who should buy the new one over the old one? Let's discuss. So let me tell you what I thought about it. Then we'll talk about who is this for. So basically the older one is more, it's focused mainly on longer beard, for longer hair. So you have two combs. You have the big comb, you have the small comb. The small comb is it'll go from 0.5 to 10 mm, and then the other one, the bigger comb, will go from 10.5 to 20 mm. So you had a lot of options, a lot of variety, but the combs were long, so you cannot really do close cuts and close, and you cannot go near your mush area. It will not even touch that. So you will remove hair from here, but here nothing will happen. So that was a problem with the big one, the previous one. So that's because it was mainly made for beards. It was not made for other stuff. You can't do underarms with it and all this because the thing was like that. So it doesn't even, so that was a big problem. So the new one actually takes care of all the problems that I spoke about in the review video for the MI beard trimmer that I did. I'll put the link on top. So now who is this for? Who should actually get this one, this model, the new model? This is going to be for people who do not have, their requirement does not consist of cutting long beard. So if you have long beard, then this is not for you. Then the previous one is a better option. 400 rupees is not much. But if you want to have closer cuts, you want stubble and stuff, for that this is better than the previous one because this goes closer, and this can actually cut hair anywhere else on your body. You can do underarms, you can do chest hair and all rest of the stuff. So it's easier with this one, and it's able to go deeper, go nearer to all the curves. So this is going to be better for that. The older one is going to be better for beard and haircut. So long beard and haircut. So it depends on you, what is your requirement. According to that you can buy whichever you want. You will not the other thing which people are not discussing anyways. So when I cut my hair, so I actually do my own haircut because of the corona situation. I discovered one thing, that it's much easier to actually stand under a shower and then do the haircut, because when your hair is actually wet, the hair don't get stuck in that comb area much. It goes off because the entire hair falls out as a bunch. So you just do this, and in 5 minutes I'm done. So I can just do this and then do zzz, and then done. That I cannot do with the new one because it's not waterproof anymore. So that's something that you have to see. If you want that waterproofness also, then go for the previous one. But then there are lots of things that you have to choose from, so I cannot really recommend one of them. It will actually depend on your usage. What do you want it for? So that's all that I want to say. If you need any further clarification, you can always comment. My Facebook, Instagram and all the option is in the description, so you can contact me with any of those options. So that's it for this video. If you like the video, please subscribe with the like button and do comment, and I'll see you again with another video. Bye bye.